Hello, race fans. Welcome to the Great Sand Dunes. My name is Aaron Take.
And this is Richard Gere. B-Class Racing has concluded, and today will mark the end of the A-Class group racing. Please go to our merchandise site at gravitythrottleracing.company.site. And Aaron, why are those duckies lined up behind that giant bear?
Well, I think Billy was just playing a prank, but those bears are lining up for Hunter, the photographer. And I took some pictures of Hunter myself. Look, he's taking a picture of lots of different bears.
Whoa, that looked like an Ewok. What in the world are they carrying? Is that like rocks or biscuits? Now, that bear's weird. Aaron, I don't think I trust your camera to take accurate pictures.
Well, Hunter says he's going to categorize all the species of bears that he finds out here on the Great Sand Dunes.
Yeah, okay, that's nice. Introduce the drivers, Aaron.
This is Group 11, and the number 47 seed from J&J's Treasure Racing is Raina, driving that Ram Rebel from Kansas. The number 35 seed, Dr. Dodge Racing, Sisters of the Heavy Metal, will be driving that metal machine, and they're from Texas. It is Chase Family Racing, and Encount is driving that Oldsmobile. He's the number 23 seed from Massachusetts. And finally, the number 11 seed from the Wichita Diecast Racing League is Mad Mullet, driving that El Camino, and he too is from Kansas.
Yeah, we've got a lot of drivers from Kansas. You know, remind me, Aaron, we need to make like a map that shows where everybody is from, all the 92 entries. All right, race fans, sorry about that, as race 1 is underway, and look at that, Encount and Mad Mullet seem to have a slight lead, and there goes Encount pulling out there. Sisters of the Heavy Metal is in third. Oh, Encount seems to have spun around. Here comes Mad Mullet, and Raina's going to punch him and push him across in first. Raina's in second. Third place will go to Encount, and fourth place to Dr. Dodge from our Sisters of the Heavy Metal. And oh, look at this! The Sisters have knocked Billy's train right over.
And race fans, are you tracking? Take a look at Encount here. He's well in the lead, but gets caught sideways and does manage to spin it back in the right direction, but by then he had lost a lot of momentum. Sisters of the Heavy Metal had no way to pass him, and now he spins back around backwards. Here they come into the picture, but they're well behind the other two. Mad Mullet. Raina takes second. Oh, Mad Mullet just about got in the way, but now Sisters of the Heavy Metal have tipped over Billy's train. They took advantage of it. Mad Mullet has 6, but Sisters of the Heavy Metal, coming in last place, get to add 2, and they have 3.
That's the way to do it, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the Sisters did not land wheels down, so that's why they got 3 instead of 4. This is race 2, and Dr. Dodge's Sisters of the Heavy Metal are on the inside lane. They've pulled out in the lead, but now Encount. He is fast, and we're seeing that as once again he's got the lead, but does he have the control? Sisters are gaining a bit. Ooh, what a tangle up between. Mad Mullet, oh, and now Encount has tipped over. Raina is stuck behind. Here comes Sisters in reverse. They'll take first place. And second place will go to the Mad Mullet.
Yeah, Mr. Mad Mullet knocked over the security guards. And there we see Encount upside down with Raina stuck behind. And race fans, things were looking quite good again for Encount, but you see the problems coming around the pretzel turn. Raina tried to get around, but got stuck. And now, in reverse, both vehicles land on the wheel. Ooh, and Sisters of the Heavy Metal got a little too close to that bare bottom.
Yeah, careful there, ladies.
After 2 races, Mad Mullet has the lead with 10. Sisters of the Heavy Metal, they rocket up to 9 points. It's time for the other drivers to make a move.
Yeah, yes indeed. That is so true, Aaron. Race number 3, Encount, is now closest to us. Raina is on the outside. Those two need to make a move. And once again, Encount has the early lead. Look at the stretch. The other drivers are back behind, but right now Encount is showing his stuff. Here comes Sisters. But let's keep an eye. Oh, and a spin around now. Okay, he's back in line, but there's the opportunity taken. Oh, no. Oh, wow, what a finish I've just witnessed. Oh, boy, a lot happened there. Aaron, help us out, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been quite a race. And here Encount begins with a full 360. And that's been his Achilles heel in this race. But he does relinquish the lead to the Mad Mullet, and then the Mad Mullet spins out. First place will go to Raina, second will go to Encount. Mad Mullet takes third, and Sisters take fourth. Nicely done by Reyna, who will get a +1 point, but the Mad Mullet fell into the coal train, or was bumped into the coal train. And take a look at this. One race remains. 3 drivers are well within contention.
To put it to this way, fans, if all the other drivers except InCount were to DNF, then he and Mad Mullet would move on. But the more likely scenario is a race between Reyna, Sisters of the Heavy Metal, and the Mad Mullet. You gotta keep your eyes on those 3, and right now Mad Mullet is not wasting time. Look at the lead that he has stretched over the dunes. He has been very consistent today. Whoa, coming around, but he is looking quite good. In first place he will come. Now who's in second? And it's, okay, InCount in second, but Sisters of the Heavy Metal take third.
Ladies and gentlemen, in race number 4, it was the Mad Mullet that shined. He pulled out into the lead, and now Sisters of the Heavy Metal on the bottom of the screen and Reyna were in a race to see who was going to move on. Sisters pulled out in the lead on the halfpipe, and they kept it through for a third-place victory. What's more, all 4 drivers landed on their wheels, so you see they all get 1 extra point, and the winners moving on will be the Mad Mullet and Sisters of the Heavy Metal. Congratulations!
Yeah, feel bad for InCount, but wow, what a tight race.
The final group of the A class is Group 12, and on the outside is the number 48 seed from Polk County Diecast, Wild Willie G, driving that Baja truck from Arkansas. You're looking at the number 36 seed, Sneaky Bob from Vapor Racing, driving a Dodge Power Wagon, and he's from Michigan. It's Miniature Car Racing, Wes Cosin driving that Jeep, and he is from California. And then finally, the number 12 seed from Abnormal Speed Racing is Sandman, driving that rescue vehicle from Oregon.
Who will be the last 2 drivers to join Sisters of the Heavy Metal and Mad Mullet? We're about to find out in this 4-round race. On the inside is the Sandman, and he's got a good start. It's quite tight. Now he pulls it out and stretches a little bit. Here comes the Power Wagon, and Vapor Racing, Sneaky Bob is in second place. Oh, what a nice turn, and Sandman continues to hold the lead, but here comes Sneaky Bob. Beautiful run, first place for him. Oh, a front flip for Sandman. There's a front flip and a half twist, and oh my goodness, and look at that, Billy's train already derailed.
And race fans, a lot of attention is paid to navigating the pretzel turn, but here we want to slow it down and show you how each of the drivers navigates over the rocks and logs, and then onto the sand dunes, and check out Sneaky Bob pulling up a very fast Power Wagon he's got. But Sandman has the lead. Both drivers navigate the turns quite well. You can see Wild Willie takes a wild ride around the pretzel turn, and that puts him back behind the other drivers. Oh, what a beautiful bump and run right into the train. And Wild Willie, although he comes in last place, lands on his wheels. Race fans, Sneaky Bob takes first place, lands on his wheels and hits the train, and jumps way out into the lead with 8. Sandman has 3.
Here is Sneaky Bob, closest to us now in the inside lane. Sandman, Wild Willie G, and Wes Cosin on the outside. Race number 2 is underway. Sandman seems to have a little pop of his nose out in front, and look at Wes Cosin. Nicely done, as he's got the lead on the outside lane, and in second place is Sandman. Now, Wes got bumped a little bit by Wild Willie, and Sandman's going to keep the lead. He comes through in first, and okay, oh! Wild Willie bumps Sneaky Bob, who's straddling the coal train, but Wild drops in the coal train, and oh boy, there's Wes Cosin.
Wes attacked the course early and took the lead on the outside, but watch what happens here as he gets caught sideways, and Wild Willie just pushes him right off the track. As they come down the home stretch, Wild Willie gets caught. Back and forth, he loses a little ground and finds himself behind Sneaky Bob, who just about rolls off the track. They both come through, but after the second round of racing, Sandman takes first and his score bumps up to 8. Sneaky Bob has 11.
Boy, that really was tough luck for Wes Cosin. He started off right there on the outside. Now, he is closest to us. Sneaky Bob, and then Sandman, and Wild Willie has the outside lane this time. Race number 3 is underway. It's a pretty even start. Now, look at Wes Cosin pop out, and Sandman. He's been quick on the upper part of the course. He's got the lead. Oh, and now Wild Willie on the outside at second place. No, Sneaky Bob. Back and forth they go. Let's keep our eyes. Sandman's going to go in for first place. But here we come. Oh, Wild Willie. Oh, look at that. Sneaky Bob They went over the finish line together.
Ladies and gentlemen, this time as Wild Willie came along the inside, he did not have troubles coming through, and that's why he paired up with Sneaky Bob. They come through the finish line. Now West Coastin did cry. Wow, that was kind of crazy. And West Coastin, we're going to say that both Sandman and West Coastin finished. The question is, who took the finish line first here? Now the judges are saying that although the blurry picture seems to show Sneaky Bob as the winner, they are going to give both credit for second place as Sandman smacks Rambo, one of the Rams, and the other two drivers end up on their wheels. After the third race, Sneaky Bob has 15 points, Sandman has 13, and it looks very apparent who is going to be moving on with one race remaining.
It is mathematically possible for Wild Willie G to tie Sandman, but he's going to have to prove that he can get out ahead, and Sandman would have to DNF. So far, things are looking pretty good for Wild Willie, and here comes Sandman on the outside. He's pulled on ahead. Second place was Mr. West Coastin pushing him out, but Sandman's going to blast on through and take first. Here comes Sneaky Bob in second, West Coastin in third, and I think we have lost Wild Willie. We sure did. He got stuck on the pretzel turn.
Ladies and gentlemen, credit Wild Willie for making a wonderful effort, but he does lose out to West Coastin there and spin out. Mr. Sandman loves to do front flips, and nice recovery by Sneaky Bob to collect an extra point. Sandman has 18, Sneaky Bob with 19, and those two will be moving on. The A-Class Group Racing has finished.
We started with 48 A-Class drivers, and now we're down to 24. Follow the line and you'll see the highest seed down to the lowest seed. It's time to group them up into the quarterfinals. The first one is led by Numbskull Racing, the second by Uncle Elvis, and Milestone leads the third. Live Young Diecast will lead the fourth quarterfinal, Blue Line Racing the fifth, and Kamikaze Racing the sixth. The top two from each move on.
Are you tracking?